All right, JT Oshoke is a certified human resource professional, a career coach, and a corporate trainer. He holds MD in administration and planning, as well as BSc in education. He is an associate member of the Chartered Institute of Personnel Management Nigeria, CIPM. He holds a certificate in project management from the London Institute of Skill and Development, UK, as well as an associate member of the Institute of Leadership and Management, London. With over 15 years of progressive and work experience, he has a background in banking, relationship management, and customer service from Bank PHB and Household Savings and Loans PLC. Human resource management in the international development sector, as well as experience in management and HR consulting, where he has worked with numerous clients across sectors. Oshoke is a faculty of several training firms. All right. Oshoke, I think you can see him now, right? Oshoke is a faculty member of several training firms where he is facilitated on a plethora of subjects across the private sector, public sector for organizations such as NEITI, Ministry of Finance, NFPC, etc., and non-profit sectors with added subject knowledge and hands-on delivery techniques in training. Oshoke is the promoter of the weekly challenge series, where he put on content for career professionals every Monday morning over the last 2 years. As a career coach, he has a signature program, career transition program, where he helps career professionals transition from their current position to their dream job career. Let's welcome JT Oshoke. A round of applause for him. 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 Let's clap for him. I'm looking for your clapping emoji in the chat box. Who also say, wow, you're welcome, sir. You're welcome, you're welcome. So you have the floor. Okay, we can't hear you. We can't hear you. You can unmute yourself.
What about now? Can you hear me?
Awesome, we can hear you now.
Great, great. So
we can see
good to be here, Dario.
Also.
Okay, awesome. It's good to be here. Thank you. It's a pleasure. It's an honor to be here, Dario Adetiloye. Thank you so much. Great job you do. Great job. Wonderful. Hello, guys. It's a pleasure to be here. I welcome every one of you. For those of you outside of Nigeria, in Nigeria, wherever you are watching this from, thank you for signing up and for joining the Global Summit. All right, so my name is JT Oshoke, as Dario has rightly said. And with the little time we'll have, we're going to be looking at the subject, career transition with global impact. So I hope you can hear me loud and clearly. I just want to get that feedback.
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, beautiful. So let's proceed. All right, so career transition with a global impact. Of course, the word global has been with us for a long time, for as long as we can remember. But in the last couple of years, this word has even been more relevant because this word has been reoccurring and reoccurring and reoccurring. So if I'm talking to career professionals or anybody who is in a profession, your career could be perhaps your business, that's what you've chosen to do, or for those who are in paid employment. But essentially, for anyone at all who is working, who wants to work, who wants to earn a livelihood, and you're in this part of the world or in any part of the world at all, or you're doing something, but you're telling yourself it is time for a change. What is transitioning? Transitioning, in other words, is just that process of finding and moving into a new It could be a new career. It could be transitioning from paid employment to business. It could be transitioning to self-employment. It could be transitioning from one sector to another sector. So basically, career transitioning is just about change, right? But then you want to transition, but you want to have a global outlook to your transition. Why think global? So we've been saying global, global, global. The world like we know it has become a global village. But somebody said the internet is a village square. Somebody. They say the world is a global village, like it or not. So borders have been broken. So it is no longer like, let's say, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, even 15 years ago, perhaps, where people just stay limited to their space. They are confined. So as a business person, like Daria has been saying, as a career professional, like I'll be telling you, you can no longer operate in isolation. You can no longer operate within a border, confine yourself, and expect that everything will be all right. No, everything has changed. However, you can stay where you are. Some people say you can stay local, but you play global. So, how do you transition from where you are, from that local, national, within your little circle of influence, yet you are operating with a global impact? That is what we're going to be attempting to achieve. So I give you a little background on myself, like Daria was saying. So I started my career off as a banker, and at some point in my career, I felt there was a need for change. Now, people transition due to several reasons. So at this point in time, I say, hey, look, there's something missing. I want more. So I was able to transition from banking into human as customer service officer into human resource management, career coaching, corporate trainings, public speaking, and so on and so forth. So as a career professional, you will transition multiple times in your career, whether you like it or not. Now, you started working in a place, maybe after school, before you elapse your career journey, you would have changed jobs at least 4 or 5 times averagely. You'd have done something in one place, you move to another job, then you move to something else. You find just a few people who just graduate. Let's say they join a particular job and all their life they stay in their job. Perhaps they join the civil service and then they stay in that civil service employment all their life. But at some point too, they will transition. At some point, when you're transitioning to retirement, somehow, some ways, they will have to transition, because if there is anything that is constant in life, it is change. And transitioning is basically a change. So I've experienced transitioning in my career from banking into human resource management, private sector, and then I transitioned into the development and international humanitarian space, right? Where I now operate with a global impact, in the sense that, yes, I am based in Abuja, I'm based in Nigeria, but I'm able to influence and work in organizations that operate globally. All right, I'm going to tell you how to do that. Now, like we know, COVID happened. So the world as we know it 3 years ago or 2 years ago had a reset, complete reset. And then we had to see the world differently. The way we've always done things, the way we've always worked has changed. So as a result of that, that reset us and now forced us to begin to see things with new perspective. So where we used to limit ourselves to our confines, where we used to think that, hey, look, this is just where we are. So I'm in Nigeria. The opportunities are only limited to Nigeria. I'm in Ghana. I'm in South Africa. I'm in Dubai, India, wherever, Uganda, wherever you're joining this conference or summit from. Now, COVID-19 happened and it resets Every one of us, whether you like it or not. Another thing that has happened within that period in the last 1 year to 2 years was Brexit. And this has an effect wherever you are somehow. So this has an effect in the global space. And as a result of that, it has created opportunities. You see? So while something might look negative in some instance, to some people, they are saying, wait a minute, there is an opportunity here. Now, people transition for several reasons. Perhaps because they're unhappy. I was happy at some point in my career. People transition because they feel they are not earning enough. They say, look, because of the changes that has happened, because of inflation, because what I used to earn, so I used to earn 200,000 naira. The value of 200,000 naira, you will agree with me, last year is not the same value this year. So you see, because of high inflation, commodity pricing and all that, exchange rates. So what you used to purchase at certain amounts, now you're buying it at, say, perhaps 50% higher. Also, in some instances, 100%. So these has changed. And people are beginning to question, so this my money can no longer take me home. So as a result of that, they are looking for options. Some people transition perhaps because their skills are being underutilized. So they are not stretching enough. They are not using their skills enough. They feel underutilized. Some perhaps because they are not satisfied. They are no longer satisfied. Some, they just want more. So I wanted more. I said, look, there is more to me doing this regular 9 to 5. There is more to me coming here and doing the routine. Somebody who has realized and told themselves, look, I can do more than what is obtainable right now. Somebody is saying, look, I need better rewards. I've been working here for such a long time and I don't know what I've achieved. So I want more. There is a desire for more. So if you want to transition, there is an underlying hunger. Why do you want to transition? Is why? So there is that hunger. I want more. Some is because they want relevance. You see, I do not want to play small any longer. I don't want to remain in my little corner. I want global relevance. I want relevance in my environment. But there are certain questions you must answer. I hope you are with me. If you are with me, let me feel you in the chat box. Say, yes, I'm with you. I'm with you. Let me know that I'm not just talking to myself. Thank you, everyone. I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm with you. Let me hear that now. Let me see that. Let me see that rather. Yes, thank you, Doctor. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, I'm with you. I see them coming. Beautiful. Beautiful. Great. Awesome. So before you transition, there are certain questions you need to ask yourself. So I remember I told you that transitioning is, I am at point A in my career, in my business, in whatever I do. And I'm telling myself, I need to be at point D. Therefore, I desire a change. I desire movement. I want to move from point A to point D. That is transitioning. I want to move from this spot to that spot. You see the red sign, what you see there. So this is the white and this is the red. So I want to cross over to that other area. Before you transition, there are certain questions you must answer. And we're going to attempt to look at that. What is your why? Why do you want to transition? Your why is your reason. It's your purpose. The reason for being. Why do you want to transition? Is it because others are doing it? Or you just want to do it for yourself? So why? Are you doing it for the right reasons? Or you're doing it for the wrong reasons? You see, you need to answer this question. There is always a why to you. So understand and answer this question. This is deep now. Why do you want to transition? Answer that question so that this is the foundation, so that you can go far. When you answer the why, then you can understand the reason behind this quest, behind the journey. Because nobody's going to say that the journey is going to be all smooth. The journey is going to be all rosy. No. But when tough times come, when things seem like they are not going as planned, when you remember your why, it helps you understand the bigger perspective. It helps you understand the bigger picture. And as a result of that, you'll be able to move on. You'll be able to forge ahead. So that's why it is critical for you to know your why. The second thing is what are you transitioning into? So I desire to transition. I desire a change. What do you want to transition into? Do you want to remain in the same career, but you just want a change of where you work? Do you want to remain in the same business, but you want a change of location? So you need to know what it is. Do you want to transition from paid employment into self-employment? Do you want to transition from working for people to working for yourself? These are the words, right? Do you want to transition within the same environment? Do you want to transition careers? So I want to move from this career, like myself. I used to be in customer service in banking. So I transitioned out of that sector into a different sector, into a different career path. So you must understand what you want to transition into. Is it entrepreneurship? Is it you want to own a business? So understand your why, understand your what. Somebody type for me, why, what? Type for me there, why and what. Understand your why, understand your what. Exactly. Good, good, good. I want to see that. Beautiful. Why? Exactly. Your what? So why? These are questions you must answer. Why are you transitioning? What are you transitioning into? What are you changing to? And then the next one is where? Where do you want to transition to? Where do you want to transition to? You see, remember I told you that the world has now become a global village, right? The world is borderless at the moment. But some people, notwithstanding, they feel like, look, I want to relocate. And no wonder, if you are in Nigeria, there is a common concept we call japa, right? It is, look, I want to move, and there's a mass exodus. Why and what? Thank you, Prince, right? People are moving from one country because they're in search of greener pastures. To their mind and to their thinking, there is something better there. So I want to move to Canada. I want to change location. I want to jackpot to UK. I want to jackpot to South Africa. So maybe I want to go to Ghana from Nigeria, or from Benin Republic. I want to come over to Lagos, to Nigeria. He said you are jackpotting notwithstanding. So it's a relocation of your location. Change of location. So where do you want to transition to? Does my transition involve me relocating from within the country, from one location to another location? Does it involve me changing country? Or what is the future of the career path? So the career that I'm choosing, what is the future? So I was coaching someone recently and I asked the person, say, oh yeah, so I'm in customer service in the bank. So I'm asking, what is the future of customer service in banking? Do you think in 5 years' time, you can still be relevant? In 10 years' time? I'm not answering the question for you, but you just ask yourself, who are those who were customer service personnel 5 years ago, 10 years ago? Where are they? Can you do this long term? Is there an alternative? Is your job threatened? Are you being replaced? What is the future of your career path? So that is the where. So wherever you want to transition to, you must understand where, right? Then will it still be relevant in the near future? All these are considerations you must have when you're planning a career transitioning for global impact. Then ask yourself this very important question. What kinds of skills are you going to require? What skills do you have right now? First things first, do an audit, a self-audit. You cannot lie to yourself. You know yourself, right? And that's why you must audit yourself. Say, how good am I with this in this area? Am I proficient? To what scale? On a scale of 1 to 10, how proficient am I in this area? This skill is relevant for me to progress in my career of choosing, in my career path. But how good, how conversant, how solid am I here? This skill that I have, is it relevant? Is it obsolete or going obsolete? Is it outdated? Do I need to update? Do I need to update like a software? Say this is no longer relevant. It's 2.0, I want a 3.0. I want something better. Somebody type updates. Updates for me. Updates, updates, updates. Updates. So what kind of skills? Do I need to update the skills? So you will answer such questions. Thank you. So me, updates. Thank you, Rosalind. So update, right? So these are facts. Somebody said great facts. I love that. These are facts. All right. So another thing, does this skill is in high demand? This skill of yours, is it in high demand? Do people need it? Does the world need this skill? So these are questions. So you do a SWOT analysis. You do a SWOT analysis, a gap analysis on your skills, on yourself. What are my strengths? What are my weaknesses? What opportunities are available? What are the threats to my skills right now, to my profession? What are the threats to I see some hands being raised up. You will ask your questions later, all right? When we are done, okay? Beautiful. Or maybe they were raised from before. All right, beautiful. We'll give it time for questions and answers by the end of this presentation. Beautiful. All right, so let's yourself on yourself to give you that. There is this formula I'm going to show you. It's called the Ikigai. The Ikigai. All right, it's a Japanese term. It is Japanese. It means your core, your center. That is your sense of being, a sense of fulfillment, right? Now, for you to be able to find your Ikigai, now the Ikigai basically says, look, there are 4 aspects. There are 4 questions you need to answer. 4 questions you've got to answer if you want to find fulfillment in your career. So now you know your why. Now you know what. Now you know where. All right. So we're going to show you the how. How are you going to transition? All right. So part of that is using the Ikigai formula so that you will not just be transitioning wrongly. Some people have transitioned and there are certain pitfalls. There are certain potholes, right? You've moved from frying pan to fire. You say, oh, I don't like this job any longer. I don't like this career any longer. I want to move to this. And alas, they jumped from frying pan to fire and it became worse for them. So that's why we're here, to guide you so that you don't have to make certain mistakes that others have made. Remember, somebody said, wise people learn from the mistakes of others. Fools learn from their own mistakes. You don't want to go and put your hand in fire. It burns you. It just burns you. But you're going to see somebody who's gotten their hands burnt. You learn from it. Oh, I don't need to go and put my hand in that fire any longer. Am I talking to somebody? Now let's proceed. Now the Ikigai, there are 4 areas to look at. The first area, find what you love. As you want to transition, as you want to move in your career, as you want to change jobs, you want to relocate, you want to go into business, find something that you are passionate about, something that is affectionate. There are reasons for that. When you are passionate about it, it becomes your fuel. It becomes your driving force. So find something you are passionate about. You ask certain questions. What do I love? What interests me? What calls to my heart? What are those things that when I see people do, I just smile. I love it. I wish I could do it too. So find that thing you love. Look, every one of us, we have something we love. You have something you are passionate about. We have something that resonates with us. When we see it, it drives us. So find that thing. So what is that thing for you? So get your pen, answer those questions. What do I love? What am I interested in? What calls to my heart? What am I passionate about? What can I keep doing? I'll just be doing it and I will lose track of time. I don't even want to eat. I don't care about food. I don't care about sleeping because I am enjoying that thing. When I read about it, when I see people doing it, I just love it and I wish I could do it. So that is the first formula. Find what you love. Somebody type for me, love. Love. Type what you love there for me. Beautiful. Great. So the next thing, what are you good at? What are you good at? It is not enough to love it. This is your hand, psychomotor. Are you good at it? Your skills. What are you good at? Are you proficient in it? So find what you love that you are good at. And if you are not good at it, you go back to your SWOT analysis. So I need to be good at it. Those are my skills. What do I need to do to become good at it? On a scale of 1 to 10, what do I need to do to move from 4 to an 8? What do I need to do to move from a 6 to a 10. That is you improving on yourself. So if I find out that I love this area of career, that I love this area, but I now discover that after assessing myself that I'm not really great at it, but I can improve on it. So I begin to do something about it. I go for trainings, I go for interventions, I go to learn. I meet Coach Dio. I said, can you train me? I go to meet a consultant like Dio. I say, I sign up for his program. I say, look, I want to learn about this affiliate marketing you're talking about. This how to earn in this area. I love it. I want to learn. You sign up for courses like this. You attend events like summit and conferences like this, right? So that you can learn because knowledge will be shared, information will be shared. Dario has been rolling out great information, and all the other speakers, like I'm doing now, you're going to get new information, reinforced learning, and then you're going to be seeing them. You apply that. So, what am I good at? What do I need to become good at? What do I need to become better at? So, find what you love, find what you're good at. All right. The next thing, does the world need it? Find what the world needs. Right? So you love to do it. You are good at it. The world needs it. Remember, the world, the global space. It is needed in Nigeria. It is needed in Cameroon. It is needed in Kenya. It is needed in Dubai. It is needed in Canada. It is needed in the UK, in the Pacifics, in Australia. It is needed. It is relevant. So find that thing that has a global relevance that everybody needs. And then finally, because of our time, what is the world willing to pay you for? Also, I get through that formula. The formula is find what you love, that you are good at and can be better at, that the world needs, and the world is willing to pay for it. When you are able to marry these four, my friends, no matter where you are, if you're able to marry these four together, wherever you are representing from, wherever you are positioned in the world, you have global relevance, because you will be doing what you love, what you are good at, what the world needs, and the world is willing to pay you for. And what happens? You'll be earning money. You'll be earning rewards, foreign currency, local currency. You can earn anywhere. Why? You're adding value. The world needs what you're offering. So that is the formula. Somebody type for me, Ikigai. Ikigai. Remember that. Ikigai. For what you love, what you're good at, what the world needs, and what the world is willing to pay you for. Now, what are those opportunities that Dario has been talking about? He says, so I'm going to tell you that. I say, well, imagine the world needs a particular skill of yours, and you are where you are. Let's say you're in your village. Maybe you're in one remote village, but you have an opportunity to work in a place. Thank you, Louis. Thank you. Yeah, you're working in a place where they are paying you $2,000 monthly. Now, that $2,000 monthly is of more value to you working in that village in Nigeria than it is to somebody who is in the UK. Am I talking to somebody? Right? So you are more affordable. Why? Because perhaps while they're going to be paying you. See, the world has changed, like I told you in the last 2-3 years. Right? They're looking for where can we get more affordable, less, expensive workforce, so that we can maximize, right? So we're looking at, so somebody's going to be in a remote location, such as my village in Edo State, and the person is working there. The person has internet. The person can provide solar light for themselves, or the person can be in Abuja or Bomosho, Akure, wherever in Katsina, in Maiduguri, Konduga local government. The person can be anywhere, and the person is working, earning $2,000. Exchange that for a naira or for a cedis, or for whatever currency, and the person is cashing out more money. So you see that value? Okay. Now there are certain platforms that you can use. These are the how now. Platforms that you can use to get global opportunities. that I told you about freelancers, remote.com. If you go to remote.com, look, they are looking for remote jobs. There are remote jobs. So for those of you who say, look, I don't want to jack up, I still want to remain for whatever reason, for my family reasons, I'm all right with this place. I love the culture. I love the environment. I have a support system here. So I prefer to be here. However, I want to have global relevance. I want to earn as much as somebody who's over there too. So I want to live the good life. So I go to remote.com. I see opportunities. I go to Upwork, just like Darius was saying, and then I take on those opportunities, full opportunities, part-time opportunities, freelance opportunities. Opportunities abound. Why? Let's tell you. Now the how. How do you get this? Positioning. How am I going to position and transition for global transitioning? How do I position for global transition? I beg your pardon. Now you position for global impact. See, you are in competition. If you go to remote.com, if you go to sites that advertise, or the LinkedIn, wherever you see a global opening or any site that is being advertised, there's somebody in Uganda, somebody in India, in Nigeria, all over the world competing for this. So because there is competition, you want to stand out. You want to position yourself. And that's why your brand is important. So if you want global impact, if you want to transition for a global impact, you must work on your brand. What are you known for? Be known so well for it that you are good at it, you are excellent at it, you are top notch. So you want to work on yourself, you package yourself so that you are visible. And when you are, I'll tell you the platforms you can be visible. Package your brand and become visible. What are you known for? Become visible, right? I'm going to show you the package, right? Now, what value are you adding to them? What value can you add to their system? What value are you going to add to them? What value do you want to add to that organization? Why should an organization in Canada or in UK hire you? Why? Why shouldn't they give it to that person in the UK? Why shouldn't they give it to the person in the US? Why shouldn't they give it to the person in Dubai? What additional value are you bringing to them? So you must know that, look, I'm up against others. So I'm not going to just sit down and be average or be a mediocre. I'm going to position myself to tell them that, look, I can play here too. I deserve to be here. There is value that I'm bringing, top-notch value. Yeah? So you want to ask yourself, so what value do you want to do? So one of the places you can showcase that is your social media. I'm sure you have a social in this era, in this world we live in right now. You must own a social media page. And as a professional, career professional, one of the ones that is quite effective is the LinkedIn. So how is your profile? What picture do you have? What kind of picture? Do you have a picture of you wearing singlets? Do you have a picture of you holding a drink? What kind of picture? Does your image show professionalism?
Okay, so while is trying to put that together, he will do that and we start all over again. So what have you learned so far? It has been fire upon fire. What have you learned so far? Just tell me 3 things you've learned so far. Just type it. I'm looking for you at the comment chat. What have you learned so far from this section? Career transition with global impact. What have you learned so far? Type it. Type it. What have you learned so far? We need to know our why. Awesome. Transition. Awesome. How to transitions from to how to translate global from my small village. Awesome. I learned how to be comfortable with your level. Very good. How not to be comfortable with your level. Before your transition, you should first answer why, what, and where. Awesome. Okay, transition to what's your passion. Okay. Awesome. So, JT, you are welcome back. You must know why before transitioning. Very good. Remileku, thank you for that comment. How can I know what you are going good at, know your brand, and love what you do? Awesome. Awesome. I joined late, but I learned that branding yourself is a major tool to explain your worth. Very good. Very good. Competition and value addition are key position for global impact. Very good. Thank you, Michael. Maybe you remove the okay, you can unmute yourself now.
All right.
Okay, awesome. Thank you, Michael, for giving us that notification. It's Michael that gave us that notification. Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot, Michael. Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you clear.
Oh, awesome. Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So that's technology for you, but never mind. I hope Dio, thanks a lot. You were asking them because I'm joined with my other phone. So I'm actually hearing the conversation. So we didn't miss anything. You guys have been an amazing class. You've been learning. You have been getting those feedbacks, right? And I've been reading them. So beautiful. So let's pick up the pace before our next speaker. We'll wrap this up very soon. The place of skills, guys. The place of skills. Skills is very important. There are high value skills if you want to transition globally. Don't just think that you will just show up and they will say, oh, yes, come and take it. No, 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 no. You are competing. Remember, I said you are competing. And if there's anything that is going to stand you out, it is because of your skills. If you can hear me, say yes. Yes. Type for me. Yes, yes, yes. If you can hear me, I want to see there, yes, so that I can just continue and wrap up soon. Beautiful. Awesome. I love that. I love that. So it is not going to be handed over to you. You are competing. So you must know the place of high value skills. So don't be satisfied with your level of skills. If you want global positioning, you must work on yourself, work on your skills, right? Another thing that you must do, look at what the global skills that are relevant. So let's just look at this is not exhausted. There are certain things you should know. If you want to play in the global space, you must understand what is the globe looking like? What is relevant to the globe? What does the world need? What are the kind of skills I should have? Somebody say data mining, data analytics, Java skills. So the tech right now, you don't need anybody to tell you that the tech space right now is one space that opportunities are bound. The opportunities are limitless. There's something to the value chain is just so large. There's something on the back end, something complementing here and there. So the Scrum is something, if you know that, look, you can stay in your village anywhere, you're offering those services, like language. Look, if you want to transition globally, so you cannot be speaking English, and you say you want to transition to a francophone country where they speak French, you are Anglophone in language or lingua, and you will struggle. So if you know you want to transition to Japan, to China, you want to transition, you want to have a job that will need or require you working with people. So what is that advantage you want to give yourself? You want to learn language. So language skills are key. So learn a language, French, Chinese, Mandarin, any other language. It depends on where you're going to. Project management, agile project management. Project management is a great skill that is in demand. Copywriting, you cannot overemphasize that. Copywriting, these are skills that will give you global relevance. Video editing, designing, virtual assistants. This is just limit. It's just a limited list, and so on. So look for Google, search what are the skills that I need in my chosen profession. What are the skills that I need in this area if I want to be relevant? If I want to remain relevant, what skills do I need to have? What skills do I need for me to position myself and you do something about those skills, right? Now, one of the ways you're going to position yourself, so just today, look, I work in a global organization. based in the UK. And yes, I'm based in Abuja, but for years now, I was able to transition into that global organization where the headquarters is in UK, but I'm based in Abuja and I'm working for them. So today, as HR, so I sent a letter to engage somebody who is based in Nigeria, right? Which I sent an offer letter to her. She's receiving the same salary structure that is in the UK. That's what she's earning. But guess what? She's going to be working from her room. The contract that I put there say it is remote. That she wants to, she's in Nigeria, but say I want to work from home. Not even in the Abuja office. There are other offices across Nigeria, but she is negotiated to work from home because that particular role involves her. She can work anywhere she pleases. And the UK team say, so long as she gets her job done, let her give her the contract. And today I offered her that contract. She's working there. You know, she's resuming in a few weeks' time. She's going to be working from home. And there are so many other people who are positioned in Nigeria, yet they are making global impact. They're sitting in meetings. I sit in meetings with colleagues across Kenya, colleagues in Zimbabwe, colleagues in the UK, in Scotland, in London, colleagues across Bangladesh, and so on. But you are in one place. Why? Technology, the global space, right? Internet has made that possible. Why? Because one has been able to position to gain relevance by entering or positioning to be acceptable to a global organization. Why? Because of the value you bring, because of the kinds of skills, because of how you position oneself to be able to transition into organizations like this. So what am I saying? Guys, do not limit yourself. That you are playing in your space where you are now. The world does not start and end where you are. Type it for me. The world doesn't start and end where you are. There is more. There are 7 to 8 billion people out there in this globe where that you can offer services to. There are thousands of companies that you can play in. So if you want, I told you at the beginning, why do you want to transition? There are several reasons. So if you want to position, if you want global relevance, then you are going to work on your mindset. Stop playing small. It is possible. I just gave you a personal example. I shared you another example of a lady. There are countless of them, friends, people that I know, colleagues that I know who are working where they are, but they are making global impact, earning global income. It is possible. So don't limit yourself. Don't think because you are in one village, you are in that town, that you cannot earn global income or you cannot make global impact. No, what you need to do is a how. Yeah, position yourself. What do I need to know? Learn, get the right information, network with the right people, associate, find references, people who have those kind of global jobs that are making global impacts already. Find them, look for them, network with them online, social media, on LinkedIn, connect with them. Search those kind of jobs that are available and ask yourself, how do I get in? Begin to do the things that would position you for you to be able to gain relevance and attract those people to you. People begin to look for you on LinkedIn because of your profile. So we want to work with you. Or you see a position, you apply for it. So you want to do that. So equip yourself, scale up your skills, upgrade, update, or advance your skills to that level where you become attractive. People, as I round off now, it is important for you to play global. Yes, you do not have to limit yourself. The world is a global village. The internet is a village square. The internet gives us a level playing field. So you can be anywhere making global impact. So the world has gone borderless. Stop limiting yourself. Stop seeing yourself with that little lens. Stop seeing yourself with that small. No, look at the globe. If I were you, I'm going to get a picture of the globe and put it on my phone where I can see it as a screensaver to remind me all the time that the world is a global village. The world is borderless. Put the picture, print it colored, Post it by your mirror, by your wardrobe, so that you can see it every day to challenge you. If my counterpart who is in Canada, is this what they are doing right now? Is this how they are doing it? If they are sleeping at this time, if they are improving, how much are you investing in yourself? For you to have global impact, for you to be attractive, you must invest in yourself. You must invest. That's why you attend. This time is investment. I celebrate with you. For those of you who are here, you are investing time. That's why you must go and share this, share the link. Tell your friends who can still register. The program continues. They should come and invest their time in this program because they're going to be learning a lot. And if any speaker says, oh, look, I have a program or I have this, there is a book, there is a material, you must invest in yourself. When I wanted to gain relevance, I invested in myself. There are certifications I needed to get. So I want to transition to be relevant in a global organization. What kind of certification do I need to position myself so that they can look at me? I got there. In my profession in human resource management, I went for those kind of trainings. I positioned myself, I took courses so that I can have certain certifications that can position me for relevance. So invest in updating your skills, invest in the licenses that you need to be able to practice, invest in the knowledge that you need, invest in information that you need, and then you will position yourself, invest in knowledge, invest in information, invest in networking, invest in coaching and all that. And guys, if you're able to do all this, answer these questions. With all the other speakers are going to be telling you, I tell you, the globe is just a start. It's just a small place for you to play. You can be anywhere and yet you are relevant. Thank you. Thank you for this time that you have given me. If there are questions at this time, so that we have time to take those questions, then we can attend to them as we wrap up this session. Thank you very much, Dairo.
Awesome section. Please, let's just start dropping our questions. We want to say hi to our viewing center in Ondo State in Igbaroke. I want to say hi to you. If you have questions from Igbaroke Center, please send it in. If you're on Facebook, you have questions, please send it in because our next speaker is already here. How was the experience so far? As you drop your questions, it has been powerful. Thank you. So drop your questions so that I can attend to those questions. Let's do it very fast. From our viewing center in Ondo State, Nigeria, drop your questions. I will not give opportunity for people to talk right now. You can only type your questions because our next speaker is around the corner. He's already here. She's already here. So drop your questions. From Facebook, drop your questions. If you are on Facebook, if you are on Zoom here, drop your question here. Goswe say it's wonderful. Somebody say I just searched him out on Facebook. I've added him. Yes, he will drop all his contact and all his every other thing to connect with him. And I also know that he has something for us. So maybe as we look out for the questions, you can tell us what you have for us. Then we'll now wrap everything up together.
All right, beautiful. So one of the questions I saw earlier, somebody was asking what is the full meaning of ikigai. So what I said was ikigai is a Japanese word, and it's a word in Japan, in Japanese, all right? So the meaning is the reason of being. The reason for being is your reason for being. So in other words, it's your purpose, right? Like your reason, your fulfillment, your purpose, okay? Beautiful. So I have a program that is coming up. The program is for career professionals who desire transitioning. And this program, so I'm as a career coach, it is called, can you see my screen?
Yes, we can see it.
All right, beautiful. So it's called the Career Transition Program. This program is for 4 weeks and it starts in January, right? 4 weeks. although there'll be 2 extra weeks bonus where we're going to coach and then hold and give people back-end support on how they can transition from where they are to where they desire to be. So this program is for career professionals who feel stuck, who feel unhappy, who feel dissatisfied, who say, look, there is more to this job. There is more to this career. I want more. I want my kigai. I want my fulfillment. I want to enjoy job. Look, I believe that you should not endure your work. You should not endure your career, but you must enjoy it. It is possible. And that is why, as someone who felt stuck in his career at some point, as someone who felt unhappy but was able to successfully transition, today I help career professionals who feel unhappy, who feel stuck, who desire promotion, who desire to grow in their lines of career. I help them. So this program is to help you reset and reposition your career in 2023. It is virtual, it's for 4 weeks, and the program starts in January. But registration has since opened in the last 2 weeks, and people are signing in. We have limited slots because we don't want to crowd our class, those who have to wait for the next batch. So what we are doing, we have this. So this is the program. What's the need for you? You're going to gain clarity and discovery of your career path. For somebody who has not really gained clarity on what they want to do, we will help you do that. You're also going to, will help you overcome fear and limiting mindset. For those who are fear, limiting mindset, they don't want to move, they are afraid, we'll help you deal with that. And then we'll show you how you can position practically for opportunities within your preference. If you want to go global, you should be going global. If you want to transition in terms of relocating, or you want to position, say, I want to remain local, but I want to play global. We'll show you how to position yourself. Then we'll show you how to avoid career transition mistakes. And then you set a winning career goal, right? We'll look at your CV, your cover letter, prepare you how to position, prepare. Then you're going to join a community of like-minded professionals where you can network and share job opportunities, career opportunities, ask questions. Coaches are available there to guide you. So now the fee is 40,000 naira only. What we have been doing for early birds is 30,000 naira. It's for 4 weeks, but we can go to 6 weeks, but basically 4 weeks. But because you have joined this summit by Dio, my great friend, because you are joining this summit, if you indicate interest, right, through Dio's platform, what we can do is we're further discounted. For just 25,000 naira only, just 25,000 naira via Dio's platform, we will give you access to this program. 4 weeks for you to position yourself in 2023 so that we're starting the new year with purpose. We'll start that. You start with purpose of transitioning in your career or gaining promotion. It can be internal transition, external transition, however you want to do that. So that is the offer that I have. If you want to follow me online, it's at JT Oshoke. Just my name. At JT Oshoke on Instagram, at JT Oshoke on Facebook, at JT Oshoke on LinkedIn. Just with the name you see there, the way it is spelled, at JT Oshoke. So Dio, for anyone who is interested, they can now look for we can figure out how they can sign up for the program.
Okay, awesome. Thank you for that generous offer you have given to us. My people, with 25,000 naira, you can have JT be with you for his program for a whole 1 month, and he still have extra to give you with it. And he's starting by January. So you can put this money together, and within this time, you are good to go. So we'll send you more information about his program and how you can chat him directly to ask questions more about this program. Now we have some other questions. Somebody says, sir, how long on the average will it take to transition, especially if you don't have the needed skills?
Yeah, I saw that question, Doctor. So transitioning on an average, it depends. There are so many variables that affect transitioning. So he said, especially if you do not have the needed skills. So I have someone, so I would say that if you're transitioning where you do not have skills, so you already know that you are at a little bit of disadvantage. So the first things first would be how to work on those skill areas. But you start. What is important is start. Just start. For me, when I knew I didn't have the right skills, the right experience, while I was in the banking sector, I didn't have the right certificates, I started. It took me about 2 years to get my certification, right? But by the time I was done, I transitioned. However, that time can be cut short. I have worked with people who it has taken shorter time, 6 months to 1 year, to transition where they did not have the needed skills or the skills that was required for them to transition. So it depends on how technical the skills are. So what I've told somebody, I said, look, volunteer. So I have someone recently, yesterday, a few days ago, who came to volunteer with us. So the person volunteered in communications area. So the person came to volunteer in the area of development communications. And within 3-4 months, so if you are volunteering in a place that will show you hands-on experience, from that volunteering, they can expose you quicker to certain skills hands-on while you are also gaining knowledge, taking courses, certifying yourself. You see, you are cutting that. So if there is an opportunity, for instance, an internship opportunity like this person eventually got, right? Somebody started yesterday, an internship opportunity. That opportunity will now expose the person more to more skills. So there is no, it's 3 months, it's 6 months, it's 5 months, right? There is no specific time to it. But what is key is just start. And before you know it, day after day, you're drawing closer to your career transition. So if you want more, you can reach out directly.
Awesome.
For anyone who's going to sign up for the program, what does it mean to transition? What are the professional? I've said that already. You can reach out because of our time. If you join this program, we will demystify all that.
Awesome. If you are here and you didn't join when he was talking about the professions and what career transition means, you can always get the replay. So we have the replay and your certificate put together. So you pay a token for that and you'll be able to get that.